This is Ryan Abraham, Dan Weber, USCFootball.com. Instant Analysis here on Howard Jones Field. Wednesday practice getting ready for Colorado. Steve Sarkisian says it's going to be a championship game every week now because they lost to Arizona State. They need to make it a championship game.
Yeah, elimination game, whatever you want to call it. Basically, they're in a, if you want to get to the playoffs, you're in a playoff to get to the playoffs. And, at least they're in a good place. I mean, they're leading, and if they win every game, they're in the playoffs. I mean, it's really that simple. They can win their way in. It looks like, I guess somebody, Arizona State could just absolutely upset the world and win every single game from here on out. I don't think so when you look at their schedule. But USC probably could. And so, yeah, I think that's a good way to look at it.
Practice has ended this week a little bit differently. Traditionally, even back to the Pete Carroll days, it ends on a team period where ones versus ones, they kind of go against each other. They've been surprised the last couple of practices. They've blown the three horns to end practice without having that kind of team period. Do you know why the switch is, and what do you think about it?
I mean, I think they're getting a lot more out of scout periods. I think they've really done a better job here the last 2 weeks. I think there's been an emphasis on making them more realistic, game tempo, game speed. And, that's fine if you can get enough out of your scout team. I think the scout teams have done a terrific job this year in terms of, once they said, we really want you to go hard and go fast and really replicate what they're going to see in the games. I think they basically said, we don't have to do all three ones-on-ones. And looking at the numbers and that, the idea that maybe do you lose one guy, every other week or so, that may be enough to make you think, maybe we don't have to do it. The secret is keeping up the competition, keeping up the game speed stuff. And one of the good things, for example, John Plattenberg can compete his way maybe onto the first team. So as long as things like that are happening, that's probably a good thing.
You mentioned Plattenberg. He got some first-team reps. Adoree Jackson kind of came back. Team relatively healthy. Leonard Williams. Stark said he was limited, but he didn't practice at all or anything. But looks like it's a pretty deep team in the secondary, and we got to talk to defensive players. What are some of the notes from today you guys got to talk to?
Adoree said, for example, he's paying attention. He's, got this track, body and track athletes awareness. And he said, you can't play unless you're 100% at this level. He said, it's not high school. He said, you've got to pay attention, which is why he, kind of took yesterday off, but then he comes back today and he said real close to 100%. I think you see guys doing more of that, where they're aware of where they are, and it really helps, I think, when you've got a guy like Adoree who's got that whole track background. Let's see, other defensive guys who were talking about it, I guess, mostly just the idea that they made progress last week. They paid attention. They kept the plays in front of them. They didn't allow the explosive plays. I think the big emphasis this week is being more situationally aware. He said where they did have some breakdowns last week are like the 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6, where they didn't understand in terms of tackling or making the play or keeping it in front of them and getting off the field. And I think the emphasis this week, they said, we had to play 111 plays on defense. And if we'd stopped, 4 or 5 of those on 3rd down, maybe we'd have cut back, 10 or 12 plays that we wouldn't have had to play. And that really matters at the end of the game. So I think the big emphasis for the defense this week is just being smarter, being more aware of where exactly, what you exactly have to do, say, on 3rd down. I think getting off the field on 3rd down is really important this week.
All right, let's going to wrap it up here. Howard Jones Field, Wednesday practice getting ready for Colorado in the Coliseum for homecoming. For Dan Weber, this is Ryan Abraham. Make sure you check out USCFootball.com for plenty more.